If America sneezes, Europe gets a cold.
Absolutely could not believe that inaugural speech.
I fear America has descended towards oligarchy or perhaps even technoligarchy.
Yesterday, when he signed his little act, was probably the most transparent government we've ever seen in our lifetime.
Two truths and a lie. So two of these things Trump has actually announced. One of them is a lie. He said he wants to send a man to Mars. He said he wants to make every American car electric by the end of his term. Or he said...
opposite around, you want to drill and drill and drill.
Every car to be electric. Yeah, I mean, drill, baby, drill.
And drill, baby, drill. We're going to drill, baby, drill, and crack, crack, crack.
I believe we need to find the right balance between environmental policy and, to support people, this in the oil industry, and it's always about the right balance.
So how do you feel about Donald Trump in general, about his 4 more years of him?
I absolutely could not believe that inaugural speech. Do you know what my worst thing was in the inaugural speech? He said, and this government has not given them any help. There's poor people in California. I mean, some of the richest people in the world live in California, and they're in the room here, and now they've got no homes.
They're raging through the houses and communities, even affecting some of the wealthiest and most powerful individuals in our country, some of whom are sitting here right now. They don't have a home any longer. That's interesting.
What I will give Trump, I'm not a pro-Trump person, but I give him one line of credit. Yesterday, when he signed his little acts, whether it be showmanship or for real, was probably the most transparent government we've ever seen in our lifetime. He explained why he was signing the documents and what they did. I think we could use a bit of that in the UK.
Do you think it will affect Europe?
He always mentioned America first. Right, so I'm not sure if it will have impact on different areas around the world, maybe in the Middle East.
Undoubtedly, I can't see how it can't. The rest of the world's just going to have to find out ways of dealing with him.
And how do you think Starmer should deal with him?
I think you need to get into anyone's mind, and in Trump's sense, he's a deal maker. There's deals there to be made. I think he's probably got a sort of almost perverse affection for the United Kingdom, and it's probably necessary for Starmer to play off that.
Do you think that Trump's presidency will affect us here in the UK?
Yes, especially if it brings in all the tariffs. What's the phrase? If America sneezes, Europe gets a cold. So it will have a massive impact. So it may take time, but we have much more right-wing politics going in continental Europe as well, so it's just going to add fuel to the fire.
Well, I think it's rather dangerous that we're kind of already on the way with Farage.
Well, of course it will. We're talking about one of the most powerful countries in the world, so of course it has an impact. If they withdraw from NATO, that has an impact. If they put tariffs on our goods, that has an impact.
Trump surrounded himself with a lot of big tech figures like Elon Musk, Mark Zuckerberg more recently. Why do you think he's now surrounded by these sort of heads of technology and corporations?
Those tech companies would like to promote their own rules and regulations, and they need his administration support.
I fear America has descended towards oligarchy or perhaps even technoligarchy.
I think the tech bros suck.
These people control the narrative. Most people get their news in one shape or another from social media of one type or another. And these are people, let's not forget Murdoch, these are people that control the narrative.
It's not a good thing, is it? But that's where the power is.
Yeah. Why do you feel Trump is surrounding himself by these tech billionaires?
To appeal to young people, I suppose, young American people.
When the rich start controlling the most powerful country, and they always have, but they've done it invisibly, now it's just very visible.
I think over the last 10, 15 years we've seen a readiness of the people that control the media to, if not spread lies, to certainly not curtail it. And if the truth isn't being told and people can't make informed decisions, then that necessarily erodes democracy.